Dixie. Welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to share my December reading plans. Now I have already shared my Cloak and Dagger Christmas Readathon plans, and that's a whole stack of books. So that's going to be a priority for me in December, of course. I'll leave a link to that if you're interested in the description box and in the cards if you want to check that out. But I also had some other things that I had already planned on reading during the month of December. So I do want to try to get to these too. And we'll see how it goes. But the first thing was a happy surprise because I had picked up the Centerford Mystery by Agatha Christie. And then I had watched Naomi's Bookshelf and she announced Christie's Missing Readathon. And this was the group read for that readathon. So I thought, well, I'm participating and didn't even realize it. So that made me super happy that I would be able to participate in another readathon, because there are a lot of readathons going on during the month of December. And I don't know about you, but it's a super busy time. And so I want to be a joiner in all of them, but you know, I can't. So I was excited that I already picked this book out to read. If you follow my channel, you know that I have been falling in love with Agatha Christie. I have really loved reading her stories. And so I'm trying to read at least one a month, but I think I'm going to be reading more than this one during December. And I'll talk about that in a minute. Anyway, for the readathon, I will put all the information below. It's not just Naomi's Bookshelf that's hosting this, so I'll mention everybody in the description box. However, there are several prompts for this, and what was so neat about it was this was not only the group read for that readathon, but it also fulfilled several prompts. The first prompt was just to read an Agatha Christie, and then the second was to read one that wasn't a Marple or a Poirot, and this isn't, and the third prompt was bad weather was included in the story. Well, I think this one is bad weather, because that's why I chose it for December, because I think it's like a snowstorm or something like that. So this will fulfill several prompts. So I was excited about that. And then I also had another book that I think will fulfill a prompt that I already had planned on picking up. It's called A Victorian Christmas by Catherine Palmer. Now I have had this on my shelf for a couple of years now, and I failed to pick it up. And so I thought this year I wanted to, and I pulled it out. And then when I saw one of the prompts was to read a romance for this readathon, I thought, well, that'll work for that because these, I think, it's 4 novellas. They're set during the Victorian period at Christmas time. I mean, of course I want to read that, you know. But they're sweet romances from what I've read. I think they're sweet romances. So I thought if I could read at least one of these novellas, I would be fulfilling that prompt. So that is one too, A Victorian Christmas by Catherine Palmer. And then, like I said, I think this is going to be an Agatha Christie Christmas, because I'd also picked up Hercule Poirot's Christmas. So I think it's going to be all about Agatha Christie. And I think it's a great way for me to end the year, since I have been really enjoying her books this year. So this is another one that I want to read too. And then finally, at the end of December, I had picked this book up at a secondhand bookstore a few months ago. I shared it in a book haul, and that is Rosamunde Pilcher's Winter Solstice. And I thought, of course, I have to read it at the end of December. So this one was one that when I shared it in my book haul, everyone that commented on it said, yes, you must read Rosamunde Pilcher. So this will be my first Rosamunde Pilcher, and I'm super excited about that. So I do plan on this being a priority for the end of December. So those are just a few more books that I have on my reading plans for December besides the Cloak and Dagger Christmas. What are you reading for this December? Let me know in the comments. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.